Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, you've got to say, the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. And already we're underway here. Thuram. Now it's Inzaghi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Inzaghi. That's a nicely measured pass. He's beaten the last man. Thuram is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Well, Peter, when you've got this much pace, you're always going to create opportunities, and one lapse from the defence or a perfectly timed through ball, and this guy's in. And once he's in, there's no way back.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chalanolu takes control of it and he's on the move. And he's managed to get Yildiz! Kvaratskhelia gets flagged offside. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Costa Curta. Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Hits one! Kaka. Ribery. And he was quick to react. Quality ball. Can he finish? Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Inter Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Maldini. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And it's half-time here. Oh, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really...
Oh, he's been caught napping! And another try! Has another go! Inter Milan will be glad to have come away from that scrape unscathed.
Well, how have they gotten away with that? Is Lady Luck out there?
McKennie. Inter Milan, still this single goal behind. He's in a good position. He's got the shot away! There's a goal! Inter are back in business.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he can clear it away. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. And they're quick to get it back. Real chance here. And he's at the finish. And he has kept it out somehow.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been knocked clear. And here's Ribéry, and Ribéry! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. And that was very necessary. That's a throw. Great hit! Goal! Inter! And they've got their lead back. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Inter Milan take the lead. Costa Curta is there to clear. Thuram.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well read, nice interception. And it's Ribéry. Ribéry. Played back in. That's a fabulous ball. And that has been clubbed away. Filippo Inzaghi. Kaká. Kaká! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Hernandez is charging up on the overlap. He can get that clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Inzaghi. That's an excellent interception. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair... Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And already we're underway here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, the supremely confident Hakan Çalhanoğlu, is always a good watch, Peter. He apparently considers himself the...
He's got the shot away! Pavard is there to clear. Ribéry. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Danger averted for now, and he's quick to snatch it back. mcth. He could be in here. Now that's well seen too. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Still goalless at the moment. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
DiMarco, he's picked his way through. Referee's given a throw. Filippo Inzaghi. Martinez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Martinez.
And Martinez!
Oh, it's come loose. Drilled in. In he goes again! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Pavard can get it clear. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. That's Mkhitaryan. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first? Looks for the finish. Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Hernandez. Kaka. Calhanoglu. And it's Ribery.
1 minute added time.
Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. And he's intervened well there. And that'll be the last act of the first half. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Substitution for Inter. Number 22, Mkhitaryan.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 23.
Inter clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Maldini. Costa Curta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Abraham. Over to the left. Ribery. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Neither of these two want to come off second best. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Ribery.
The attendance for this
And
match
still
was
we await the first breakthrough.
80,113.
Martinez. And that is masterful defending. Martinez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he was quick to react. DiMarco. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that's fabulous.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Tomori. Always onto this. He's got away. Bastoni gets rid without sophistication. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's heaved it away. Pass somewhat off target. DiMarco. Calhanoglu. Oh, super find. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Inter merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Hernandez. DiMarco providing an outlet on that flank. Cleared without complication. And he's there to retrieve it.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
On the road outside the stadium.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Substitutions taking place.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Costa Curta. It's a really well-measured ball.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And here's Thuram. And he's quick to get it clear again. A searching ball that into space. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Now it's Thuram. Bastoni cuts it out. Martinez. Danger averted for now. Oh, nicely intercepted. Half-time, extra time.
To draw your attention to the screen right now.
Well, it is starting to feel as though there is an inevitability about penalties here. You'd like to think that both teams still want to win it in the final 15 minutes. The question is, can the players go that far? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? 105 minutes of football and it is still goalless. It is going to come down to one moment.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Ribery. Spread out to the left. Tomori kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh no, this does not look good. There will be a throw-in.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Ribery. Thuram. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
You wonder if that's it now.
Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Yeah, maybe most were not expecting this to go the distance, Peter, but they can't complain about the graft and energy on show. I think the scoreline wasn't from the want of trying, and now it's lottery time.
The tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates.
Now the time for brave hearts and strong minds. Dybala is over the first kick. And he puts them one up.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Martinez is the next to run the gauntlet.
Never looked in doubt, really. He just did what he was asked.
Ribery is second man up. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Thuram is second man up. Oh, what a save!
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Abraham will take the third penalty.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
The third man in the queue.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
DiMarco is the fourth man to step up. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save. Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. It's in! Pick that one out!
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
So it is all down to him now. No pressure. He's buried it, and he's won it! Inter Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games.
Hello attendees, this is a lost
How do you
children's
look back on the game
announcement.
then, Jim? Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. So yet again, Munich expects, and it has every reason so to do. Bayern, so often Germany's indisputable champions, the preeminent force of our day, looking to impose itself once more. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. won't be happy with that one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Belletti. And here's Suarez.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I can't ignore Xavi, can I?
Real chance! It's Xavi! He's done very well to get to that.
Xavi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Defending of the desperate Pura. And he'll shoot here! Oh, that's a waste.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Kimmich. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Haaland. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Searching ball that into space. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Luis Suarez shapes to shoot! And again! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough! Suarez at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Kimmich. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Can he finish? They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
He's got tall. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Beckham. Van Dijk is there and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Beckham. Mendieta. And that should get the job done. Messi. Eto. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that.
Has been indicated.
That has been cut short. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And that's been intercepted. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
Like to inform you now that the latest travel
Barcelona
information
are
is
heading into the
currently
break
being displayed on the
very
screen.
happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution on the field, number 19.
Gets things going for the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Number 32, DeMarco.
Eto. Now it's Eto. Shot a goal! And more and more and more. And the lead is 3. It is surely done.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Climbs up big! Sticks it away! They're back within reach!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Rodri. Kimmich. And it's Xavi. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Costa Curta.
The attendance for this match was 60,332.
Now Davids. Van Dijk. Ah, it's a sweet ball that. He's got space in the area. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, what's he done? And here's a chance. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Now that's well seen too. Perisic. Ball's out once more. And that's definitely not his best. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eto. Messi.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Van Dijk tries to clear. Bayern Munich are looking to go forward now. And here's Suarez. That's surely a foul, free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Looking to widen the gap even further here. He'll fancy himself from here. And the shot! It's a goal! And he is just ripping it up! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Barcelona blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Adams gets over and intercepts. Beckham. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Eto. Fiddles it through. Luis Suarez. There's the shot! And it's in! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. It's become a case of men against boys. And here's Suarez. Suarez gets flagged offside. Messi. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Oh, that's a key interception. Iniesta. Here's Roberto Carlos. Konate. De Paul. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Eto'o.
Eto'o, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Still goalless at the moment. Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. It'll pass back. And here's Suarez. He's through. Luis Suarez! And somehow it stayed out. He's had it taken off him. Messi. And it's Belletti. Here's Rodri. Luis Suarez. Oh, good ball, shots. Decent hit! Goal! Barcelona!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
It's so often...
And Torres! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Fernando Torres is offering a right smile there.
They've played it short. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Iniesta. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Torres! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance. Look at this. There's the hit! No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
That has certainly made things... Can he put it away? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Belletti. And it's Messi. Messi, he's got away. This might spell danger. It's all! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Defending of the and he'll shoot here! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Menu. Belletti. Eto. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's had a hit! He's missed, but not by that far.
Messi certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. De Paul threads one in. Now it's Mbappe.
There will be 3 minutes.
Last-ditch defending,
time.
but that'll do. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Iniesta. And the whistle goes for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant, and as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And we are back underway. Oh, he's been caught napping! Roberto Carlos. Oh, there's the clearance. And it's Messi. That's good vision. That's an excellent interception. Cleared without complication. Some really good ball movement. Oh, what a ball! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Iniesta. Eto. And it's Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Luis Suarez. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
Well timed, excellent interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't.
Luis Suarez! Real chance! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his...
It's Iniesta! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Well, that's well spotted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's being shifted off it. Endrick, always looking for that half a chance. Now it's Torres. Cleared without hesitation.
Manchester United are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Bastoni. And he's gone looking for safety. Now it's Messi. The fullback is in acres of space here. And he's taking no chances there.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
This is the time you need that pace.
Kimmich. That is good alertness. Menu has found the net here, of course. And he welcomes it in. He can get that clear. Manchester United have reclaimed it.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Konate kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's picked his way through. And that will be it. Barcelona have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Torres. Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the anti-Galactico.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that he's one of the great all-time midfielders until you actually see what he does on the pitch. Royalty.
Andres Iniesta. Few do it better than him. Some say nobody has done it better than him. And that's really well manoeuvred. And he was quick to react. Bastoni. And he thumps it clear. Kimmich. Hendrick, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And that could set him on his way. And he's got the beating of his man.
Suarez, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Iniesta. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Iniesta could try cutting inside here. Roberto Carlos charging forward down that flank. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi. Xavi. De Paul. Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Now it's Luis Suarez. He's going for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Konate. And it's half-time here. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over. But it remains goalless.
Some first half thoughts? Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
Interesting half, just missing goals. So don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So the first half brought no goals. Great hit! There it is!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Fernando Torres. Big
The
chance!
attendance for this match was 70,000.
That is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Costa Curta. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
He's going to be disappointed with that. De Paul. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a goal kick. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And it's Roberto Carlos. Eto'o. Neymar. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. That has been cut short.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. And it's Iniesta. Sticks it away! They have stolen level at the last! All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And through to the goalkeeper. And there goes the final whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And already we're underway here.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, here's a player who can contribute in so many ways. Theo Hernandez.
Oh, shooting chance! An early chance there, first of the game.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
And it's Messi. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, what has happened here? Xavi is flagged offside. Chouameni. Hernandez. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Kimmich. Messi. McAllister promptly onto that, and that is that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Messi.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add...
He's got the shot away! And he's denied! And he's heaved it away. Now it's Messi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
He's going for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
Belletti. Kimmich. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Xavi.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Lewandowski. He has found a way through. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well read, nice interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
No way through. He's in a good position. It's one! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, what a ball he's in! Has a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That is a great pick out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Fiddles it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that's really well manoeuvred. Lewandowski. Mbappe. Messi. Luis Suarez. Xavi. That's beautifully weighted. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-enter.
Lewandowski! Oh, he's been caught napping. Decent chance. Now, who's going to be first to this? Luis Suarez.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Mbappe.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Messi. Luis Suarez. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the...
It's Eto'o! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And a shot! Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's well spotted.
For this match was
Just about up to the hour now.
71,649.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Messi. And it's played forward. Well, no goals, but certainly no shortage of action.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage.
Chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Kimmich. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Messi. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Lewandowski. Some really good ball movement. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's picked his way through. Oh, important interception. Tries to dink it in. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's McAllister.
Argentina showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Chip through. Mbappe looking to run onto it. Oh, it's just a little long.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 8, Xavi.
Barcelona can
Number
now introduce
17,
the first of their substitutes.
Suarez. Number 9, Eto'o. Coming on the field, number 6, Neymar. Number 20, Mbappe. Number 19,
Neymar.
Son Heung-min.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's burst through! Messi! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Barcelona really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Corner number 2 then. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good alertness. Oh, easy pickings there. And the shot's on here. Couldn't squeeze it through. Mbappe. He's having a go! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's pulled back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Has been indicated.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
Well, both managers would have preferred not to go this far, but here we are. It's about nerve control now.
So we brace ourselves for the nerve-shredding ordeal that is penalties. Neymar is over the first kick. It's a tame penalty, straight at the keeper.
Oh, he never looked comfortable over that, did he?
Messi steps up for his penalty.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Barcelona are looking to him to tie things up. Top corner, brilliant penalty.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Lewandowski is the second man to step up for his team. That's a good penalty.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
This then to level matters. Dispatched emphatically.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Mbappe will take the third penalty.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
So this one to restore parity. No! Denied remarkably!
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. And that has lifted the roof. So it has all ended in hurt. The team played... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all face to face. It's Luis Suarez! He's in a great position. McAllister with a fine tackle. That's really well manoeuvred. Hakimi, Messi, Lewandowski, Adams spots it and intercepts. Van Dijk. Neither side yet able to find a net. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's going for goal! Kimmich. Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Brilliantly cut out. Hakimi. Argentina applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Kimmich. Eto'o. Now it's Eto'o. Well, that looks a good ball through. And he's running through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona have it back and can go again. Tchouaméni. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Messi has it out wide and in space. Well, they've got it again. Oh, this looks sharp. Kimmich. Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and he's picked out the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's half-time here. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. McAllister. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Now it's Eto'o. Pass somewhat off target. Kimmich.
The attendance for this match was 72,366.
Ended up in no man's land. And he is slightly undercooked that. Luis Suarez! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them.
Argentina couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Fiddles it through. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Rodri. Up towards the front line. Eto'o chasing after it. And it's Belletti. it's Mbappe.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Can he finish? It's a goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. So it's down to business here. Vinicius Junior looking to get on the end of this. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Vinicius Junior looking to run onto it.
Well, Frank Lampard will again be very important here, I would think, Peter. He's going to have a multitude of roles to fill, but I suspect he'll be the main creative talent, though.
And no doubt constantly getting on the end of moves he himself instigated. That's his trademark.
Yeah, something he's quickly becoming a master of. Another step in his incredible development, and for me, one of the best finishers of his generation.
2005-06, his first 20-goal season.
Yeah, it was an outstanding feat. He'd go on to repeat many a time.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Maldini. Now it's Ronaldinho. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
That pass has been well intercepted. Kane, he's had a shot! Goal! Bayern Munich! And Bayern Munich take the lead! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Number 10, Harry Kane!
Bayern Munich have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well read, nice interception. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. There's the hit!
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Bayern Munich couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He's found a way through. Oh, well played. Xavi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rodri puts his foot on the gas, and he's picked out the run. Oh, great hit! It's in! They are right back in business.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! And he's there to get it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. No, he refuses to take the bait. Ronaldinho. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Messi. Belletti. Oh, perfectly measured that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Here's a player who has defined a generation. Messi. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Now it's Eto'o. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Vieira. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Rodri. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. And it's Kane. Costa Curta makes the interception. Taken back almost at once.
Attendance for this match was
Messi.
72,306.
Almost an hour gone. Nicked it back promptly. He's gone forward. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ronaldinho. Cafu. Ronaldinho. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, there's real chance! Xavi. Eto'o. Messi. It's Eto'o! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Barcelona take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's managed to get free.
Bayern Munich showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Bayern Munich really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Kane. Oh, what has happened? He's had a hit! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Bayern Munich clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
This is quite a battle. There's the shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 8.
And we have
Xavi.
our very first corner.
Coming on the field is number 6. Neymar. Substitutions taking place.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rashford. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Neymar. Eto'o. Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And now he has 2. Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet. Bayern Munich have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
That's been cut out. Well, oh, that is asking for trouble. Aimed beyond the defence. Fourth official showing that... And that will be the final act. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Eto'o picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Ball's gone out of play. Xavi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. And here's Eto'o. And here's Suarez. It's Eto'o! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
You just know there is no stopping that.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
So, a breakthrough already. And he's got the beating of his man. And claimed it back swiftly. Rodri. He's gone direct here. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. David Villa. Iniesta. Van Dijk is the guilty party there. Hernandez. Eto'o was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That's good defending, very good defending. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Upamecano cuts it out.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Messi. And here's Suarez. Alexander-Arnold. That has been cut short. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Barcelona are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Kimmich. Belletti. Moved on forwards.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Tries a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Zaire Emery actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with the corner, there first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Well read, nice interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Big chance! They've done it! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Cantona is onto this, and back to the goalkeeper. Great ball if he can get there. Iniesta gets across to intercept that. Hernandez. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona
be 1
clearly
minute
didn't
added
help
time.
themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the first 45 minutes are up. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from
Things
here
are
when they
looking
can
good for our
repeat
boys
their
as they
first
go
half
for their
success with
well-earned break.
another show of
Let's
strength?
keep this up.
Barcelona ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. That gets things going for the second half. He's one-on-one! And the shot! And more, and more, and more! And surely that settles it!
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Iniesta. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Kimmich. Van Dijk. There will be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
That's a good run down the left. And he cuts out the supply.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Van Dijk. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communication and
Cantona! It's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Was 71,649.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Eto'o. It's Eto'o! They've scored! Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And here's Suarez. Now it's Eto'o. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Nice ball, and he's in here. Beckham. Chance here to counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Luis Suarez. Upamecano cuts out the pass. Zaire Emery. Just about up to 75 minutes. Rodri. Xavi. He won't be happy with that one. Belletti. And it's Messi. Now it's Eto'o. Xavi. Messi. And he welcomes it in. And here's Messi. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Xavi going face-to-face with his great rival. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, played through for the wide man. Van Dijk. Kimmich. Luis Suarez. Thinks one through. Oh, that's clever. Upamecano with Luis Suarez! Tries to get it clear. Cantona. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. He's found some space. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Been indicated.
And here's Iniesta, brilliantly cut out. Messi, Luis Suarez, and he's intervened well there. And we're done. Barcelona looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Eto'o on the score sheet 3 times, very much the man. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. So we're up and running. He won't be happy with that one. Deftly done. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Messi. Well read, nice interception. That'll be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, kicked off with relative ease. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think...
Real chance! Messi gets flagged offside. It's a pretty loose pass. Costa Curta.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Could be danger here. Rafael Leao! And it's a goal! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, I'd like to praise a nicely constructed move and goal, but it's hard to see past the many defensive frailties on view there. It was a shambolic attempt to deal with that last attack, it really was.
Iraq have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And he's had it nicked away. And that could set him on his way. Messi. And he gets rid in a hurry. Eto'o. Hakimi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs.
And the shot! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Now it's Xavi. Oh, played right into his path. He's found a way through. Oh, smashing header. That's a half-decent try.
Villa did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up.
It's one! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
After 32 minutes is...
Bayern Munich had the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Oh, that's well spotted. Chooses to go cross-field. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Xavi gets over and intercepts. He's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now then, the ball's come loose. Messi moves wide and looking to get onto this. He's had it taken off him.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's shifting through the gears here. And the half-time whistle goes. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. He's through, it's 1-on-1, and the finish! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Messi. Costa Curta. Now it's Messi. He could be in here. Great hit! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Bayern Munich clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Number 23, David Villa. David Villa. David Villa. Substitution on the field. Number 23, David Villa. Number 20.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Bayern Munich go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Number 9, Mbappe.
Messi
Number 80,
could move up a gear here.
Ronaldinho. Number 5, Gascoigne. Number 21, Neymar.
Oh, they could be caught out. Tries a shot! It's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Number 11, Ousmane
Iraq
Dembélé.
get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Bastoni clears. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Back into the middle. Rafael Leao. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mbappe! He should have put that one away.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's Neymar! Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. And they can counter here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Belletti.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vitor Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career, and that winning mentality remains very, very strong.
Yeah, the judge keepers by absence of mistakes, and he makes very few.
I'd be happy playing with him behind me.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now it's Messi, and he's picked out the run. Luis Suarez. Engages and forces him off the ball. David Villa. Neymar. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's played forward. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And he's there to retrieve it. Tries to get it clear. Iran with the corner, there first. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Bastoni is there and he can get that clear. And it's Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. Rodri. Xavi. 15 minutes till half-time. Rummenigge. Oh, that's a... David Villa! It's anyone's ball now. Messi. Xavi. Luis Suarez. The fullback is in acres of space here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed it.
It's Eto'o! He's had a shot! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's not got that quite right. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. He'll try from distance. Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Belletti. And it's Messi.
There will be 1 minute
Xavi.
added time.
And it's Eto'o. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And the referee brings the first half to a close. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Barcelona head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Messi. Kimmich. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Rummenigge, he's found... And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Cafu. And the shot! That's got him rattled. So, third corner of the game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
This match was
And it's Kante.
72,306.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah,
He's had a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Dink through. No, that's been intercepted. He's shifting through the gears here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Eto'o, and he's gone backward here. Hoisted in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That has been cut short.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, perfectly measured that. Shot could be on. David Villa! And yes, it's there! And that could well be the winner.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
Iran have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
David Villa.
Iran probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
It's a good spell of possession, this.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Eto'o, and he was alert to it. Cleared without complication. Nice interception, well timed. Rummenigge. And that's that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of...